Yo, what's up, friends? Hi, I'm Envireboy. I'm playing Lego Star Wars. This is my first. I'm sitting here. This is the first recording session I'm doing in 2025. It's exciting. It's a new year, new me, new goals. Nothing to do with my channel here. I'm gonna keep doing the same thing with my channel. Like. I don't have any creativity. The amount of creativity I have going on has already been on display for like a year now. Golly, how long have I been doing YouTube's videos? I don't know. I mean, like I had my stream when I was trying to be a streamer, and we see how long that lasted because here I am still just doing the not that. But yeah, it's a new year with new fun, exciting things, and we're gonna just do all of those exciting things, and it's gonna be great times. Why is the camera doing this? How do I make the camera go away? How do I make it back off? Why am I, no. Is there no way for me to, oh shoot, oh beans. That's how we run. Okay, well, I guess okay, did we already do this one? Wood. Oh yeah, we already did that. Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta remember how to play this game. It's been a hot, sweaty, sweltering, sexy minute since I played this game. I've been so busy recording other games, and I had previously gotten quite ahead in my advancement of this game. So now I'm sitting here, not quite sure what all is left to do, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna tackle it. New year. Yeah, you're seeing this one. I'm recording this one for tomorrow. That's how far back. I'm usually like a month or two in advance, and that's how far behind I've fallen in this one. So it's like up to date. It is presently the second of the year. Second day of the year, baby. Second day of the year. I gave myself the first day of the year off. Anyway, you met Kydal Connix yet? No. She's an exceptional leader, great strategic mind, but also a little forgetful. Is that a great strategic mind? Are you picking fights back there, Mace? Last time I spoke to her, she'd lost a star map. But as long as that's the only thing we lose this week, got some tough battles with the First Order coming up. Okay. If you say so. I wanna, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never known what I'm doing. It's also not entirely true that I don't have any goals. I want to try and figure out how to get involved. I want to up my YouTube shorts game / TikToks. I want to figure out what's going on with all of the teens and their skibbity TikToks and all that kind of stuff. Broaden my scope a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that. It seems like it's a good thing to do. If I wanted to grow my brand at all, which is so entirely not my MO. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to choke you, Mace. I didn't mean to do that, Mace. That was mean to me. I'm sorry. That was rude. I never meant to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do stuff like that. I'm thinking about maybe doing little videos of me opening up or sharing my Pokemon card collection. That seems appropriately nerdy. I don't know. It's no matter what I do, it's all going to be roughly. Oh, he's like stuck. My friend. There you go. You're free. Be free. You little goober. Porg Patrol. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing stuff like that. Who knows to what end will I accomplish these things? We put this one. If we put that there, nope. So this one must go in the center then. That seems to line up pretty well. Great. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if anything comes of that. It's a thought. It's a thought that's in my brain space. We'll see if that accomplishes. If I accomplish anything with that. And I don't know. I want to try and do different types of. No, like do that one. There we go. I want to try doing different types of videos, maybe. Try playing around with something that isn't just a straight-up Let's Play. Like, it's a hard decision for me to make, though, if I'm being perfectly honest. Genuine, real talk here. Okay, we're gonna get the real talk. That's new this year's New Year's resolution. Okay, I'm not gonna mosey about on topics, just kind of goofing around, you know, trying to play, trying to play to the greatest common denominator. You know, just saying what's popular. No, I'm not holding back. Now, okay, it's gonna be real talk now. Real talk, because I've cared so much beforehand about being a people pleaser. There's like some truth behind that. I'm being super sarcastic right now, but that's like, there's actual real talk behind that. Definitely a problem that I have. But real talk, part of me wants to try and expand and do other stuff, but I maintain the commitment that I've always had, that the number one most important thing for me to be doing with my channel and everything is not chasing after different different metrics, like, oh, I want to get numbers of watchers, or I want to do this, that, or the other thing. Like, I don't want to chase algorithms or anything like that. The second that I do that is the second I feel like, for me, I've lost the plot of what I'm doing this for, which is entirely self-indulgent because I think it's fun. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm gainfully employed elsewhere. I don't feel a need to try and chase numbers and please everybody. That's not what I'm in it for. Never has been. Preferably never will be. But, you know, I do want to try doing other things. As much fun as I have with this, I think I could also have fun with other things. Right? It's an and thing, not an or thing, right? Like, I can do other things. Recruit, have you done your target practice for the day? Be sure to head into that hangar and get practicing. Never know when the first order are going to creep in. Just like herpes, am I right? You never know. Never know when it's going to creep up on you. Sorry, that was a weird comment. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling right now, waxing poetic. But it's always been, I do this because it's fun for me, and I want to do things that are fun for me. I'm not trying to make it as a professional or be, you know, taken seriously necessarily. I like Let's Plays. They're my favorite types of content to watch on YouTube. I have my favorite Let's Players that I like to do, and it's fun for me. It's kind of like how, you know, I try to, in my free time, I'm trying to be a writer too. Not because I want to be a professional writer, but because I like books, and I love to contribute to the scene of, I don't know, books. So that's why, you know, I've you know, I actually, you know what, that's the thing. Maybe I should try doing a little self-promotion here. It's not really my jam, but I did write a book. I wrote a book. You can find it on the Kindle store. Bring Me Back to Life. It's by me. Scott Evans is the name. I don't know if I've actually even said my name, but it's there. I wrote a book. If you are of such a mind, it's on the Kindle store. I'm trying to figure out, I want to get it into paperback, but then I have to like redesign the cover and everything so that it fits paperback standards. And golly, that's already a lot more work than I originally signed up for. And so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, are we losing the plot already if I have to put more work in? I think that one will be worth it. It's fine to do it. But yeah, I wrote a book. I'm proud of that. Go read it if you want to. It's actually a remarkably serious book too. For what one might expect from me, considering how much of a sarcastic goofball I am. It's a very serious book. There's still goofs and stuff in there. I feel like it can still be a pleasant read, but it tackles more serious topics regarding loss and moving on. Because I wrote it, you know, my partner. This was years ago now. It's weird to think about it as being years ago, plural. But she was in a very bad car wreck when someone who was excessively speeding T-boned her. It was a very hard situation, and you know, myself and her family, and you know, and her friends and everything, we almost lost her, and it was a very trying experience, and there was for me a lot of processing I had to do behind that, and so the book was just sort of part of me processing all of that and processing the what ifs of everything. So read it. Read it if you think that'll mean something to you. Read it if you want to support me, or don't if it means nothing to you. That's totally fine. I wrote the book as a thing for me, not as a thing for anyone else. So it will not offend me if you're not interested in it. That's a-okay. Let's try this thing here. But there we go. So I'm doing something. I'm self-promoting. I'm taking pride in the things that I've done. That's what's happening now. Okay, so we got. Yeah, we can just hold down the trigger. Actually, I don't need to even like. There we go. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff over here too. This is taking 1,000,000% of my concentration immediately. Is it just the same ones that kind of keep popping up? It looks like it's largely the same ones that just kind of keep popping up. Except I probably still am not gonna. Oh, did we get it? We got the gold. We barely got the gold, but we got it. But yeah, so I don't know. It's that same thing. Like I wrote it. I wrote it for me, and I'm proud of having written it for me. But if it is also for other people. If it's a book that if you like reading, and you want to see what I came up with, and you think that, you know, a book that's completely a self-indulgent processing of difficult scenarios, then, you know, give it a read. Give it a read. It's there for you. I mean, and goodness sakes, if you're worried about the price of it, just let me know, and I'll, like, give you a free copy of it. I don't care. I'm not trying to sell. I'm not trying to sell. I'm trying to contribute. If I'm gonna be like, you know what? I said it, and I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. Right? Real talk, okay? We're not messing around this year, okay? We're not holding it back. I'm being as real it gets. I'm Sirius FM, World Serious. You know, I'm World Baseball World Serious now, calling it as it is. Holding nothing back. Like, yeah, real talk. Real talk. I don't, you know, I'm not, you know, I want to, the thing with writing for me, like, okay, like actual serious talk voice, the thing with writing is I think there's to me, there's something, oh yes, we're going to get to race, heck yeah. If there's, like, there's something fascinating to me about the concept of making your mark. Wow, is this like the world's most low stakes race? This feels like the scooter race in Boba Fett, which I know receives a lot of flack, and I get it because it is absurd, but that's exactly why, for me, that is maybe one of my favorite things that has ever happened in the world of Star Wars. It was an absolutely incredible scene, and it is one of the best things that's ever happened. And I will stand by that. It is genuinely my favorite thing that has happened. Well, one of my favorite things that has ever happened in Star Wars. I'm so happy that it happened. Whoops. Whoops. How am I supposed to get gold? I'm boosting as much as I can there. Good lord. Yeah, retry that. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, I had to, like, double tap it. I wasn't even boosting. It just said hold it, but I had to double tap it and hold. Okay. Still. But, okay, so what I was saying before. I got distracted thinking about scooter races and, scooter chases and Book of Boba. It's so good. If you haven't watched it, it's so worth a watch. Go into it knowing what it is. Like, be prepared. It's absurd. It's not a serious show. It's so funny. What I was saying before, there's something fascinating to me about the concept, like the longevity, the permanence of writing a book, of contributing to the literary world, and how that sort of contributes to someone leaving a lasting mark on the world. Like, there's something fascinating about that to me. And it's something that I have been interested in sort of contributing to, having some sort of... Is this a different race? There's so many races. Okay. Alright, I see. Oh, I see. Whoops, whoops. Whoops. This is... Wow, this is just, like, so not going well. Okay, alright. Man, this is, again, taking 1,000,000% of my concentration here. How fast am I supposed to go through this? Am I supposed to actually do it like an obstacle course, or hard to know? Hard to know. Whoops. Why? I don't understand. Do I? Oh, I was supposed to go up. I didn't even see that up there. It's okay. First run is just learning the course. Just learning the course. But yeah, to me, there's something fascinating about there's something cool and fascinating and meaningful about being a written, recorded part of history. Like I've talked about this with people in my life. Like, one of my greatest regrets in life is that there just is not enough time. Literally, there just is not enough time for me as a human to read every book that exists. And I mean that in terms of like every book that exists. Good books, bad books, whatever the book is that's written. Because the thing that's fascinating to me about a book is, in some way, shape, or form, someone had something that they wanted or felt like they needed to say, right? Whether it's just some goofy book of jokes, someone felt like they had a joke that they needed to tell, you know, or if it's a book, you know, if it's like a serious, like Lord of the Rings style novel or something, someone had a story that they felt, like a fairy tale, they felt like they wanted or needed to say. Get up there. What are you doing? There we go. They felt like they wanted or needed to say, just barely missed that. All right, no, try it again. Try it again. Do it again. Run it again. Run it again. Okay, I should probably change into a different character. I feel like I could be doing this much more quickly if I were a different character. I also feel like I'd need to not do the actual balance beams. I feel like the balance beams just slow me down. Yeah. I feel like it's way faster to not actually do the balance beams. And just do that, yeah. Yeah, so much faster to do that. Okay. But yeah, like someone had a place, had something that they felt was important and to share and worth sharing. And that, I think that's cool. I wish that everyone, whoever felt like they had something to say, had the words to do it, whether it's in a, or the means to do it, I guess I should say, whether it's they say it in a painting or say it in a movie that they write, or a show, or a song, or a book, whatever it is. Like, I wish that everyone had a means to do that. And as someone who just enjoys reading, you know, it's one of my chosen, you know, mediums to enjoy just when I have time, is reading books. I do wish that it was possible for everyone who ever had something to say it. And I want to know everything, like, just from a purely anthropological standpoint, you know, like a pure study of the human psyche, the human condition standpoint. I wish I could experience everything that every person had to say. And as an extension of that, you know, I have stuff that I think and feel and want to say. And I feel so lucky, so privileged that I have led a life that has given me... Can I break this? What am I supposed to do with this? What is this cord running here? What is this? What do we do here? Oh. Okay, there's some sort of clue here. There's got to be some sort of clue involved in that. Right. Oh, wait, no, it just comes out of here. Oh, I see. Okay. And so, because I feel, you know, fortunate... Oops, dang it. I do that every time. I hold down too much. Just press the button. Just press it once. Shrink the head. Alright, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh my gosh, the scream is horrifying. Oh, I see. Okay, there's... I need to, like, somehow get through and not be shocked to death. I see. Okay. Can we go fast enough? Yeah. There we go. Okay. It was that simple. It was that simple. Okay. But because I'm fortunate enough to have grown up in a position in a life that allows me the sort of know-how and the ability to write. You know, for me, it's writing. That's the creative methodology. Like, I have a strong enough education, and I don't mean that as a brag. I mean that as a very serious point of privilege and good fortune on my front, that I was born to a family that valued and provided the means to get an education for me. I have the words. Like, I feel confident and capable of writing things down in a way that I can express what I feel. And because of that, I feel an immense sense of both privilege and almost responsibility to say the things that I have to say. And I think about it, you know, especially in this world nowadays where people are able to self-publish. Any person can write and produce a book. Anyone. It doesn't even have to be a book. They can write down anything they want, and they can put it out online. They can put it on a blog. They can write a book that goes onto the Kindle store, and they can sell it. I set mine for a standard price, not because I wanted to make money, but just because that's what you do, right? Like, that's the medium, and I did work hard on it, so it would be nice to receive a little bit of repayment for it. You know, and it's a way, and more than anything, though, I see it as a way for people to support me if they like what I'm doing, right? Like, it's the Kindle store, but selling a book, buying my book is the same as making a one-time donation to my Patreon or whatever, right? Like, that's the same thing. That it all supports me. It all contributes to my overall existence at large. That allows me to do more of that, right? Like, do more of what I've done in the first place to write that first book, right? And so people can contribute to that. But just in general, because I feel almost a sense of responsibility to make the most of that. Make the most of that privilege, that education, that ability, these you know, the fact that I have these thoughts that I want to share. I feel a sort of I don't know. I've said it a million times now. I've said it like 5 times over. A sense of privilege and responsibility to do exactly that. And so yeah, you know, that for me was one of the big driving factors, one of the driving forces for actually actively writing. Where am I on the map right now? What am I looking at? I'm over here. Okay. Actively writing and producing a book. And I'm proud of the fact that I took the time and spent the time and energy it takes to do that. What do you need? Make it quick. I'm up to my optical lenses and repair work, and if it doesn't get done today, then I don't know, something will happen. Who has time to listen to consequences? My assistant really packed a day to play hooky. Think you could find that lazy lout for me and tell him to get his seat warmer in gear? Yeah, I'll accept your mission. You're doing me a big favor here. Thanks. Just give him this data log with my message. I'll show you what he looks like now. Alright, did you show me what he looks like? I haven't seen what he looks like. This is the guy. There he is. You'll recognize him by the general aura of unhelpfulness he exudes. He is likely leaning against a wall or taking a nap, or otherwise writing comments on the internet. He is unhelpful. Also his tools, I guess. He is usually messing around with them. Okay, great. But yeah, I feel very proud of and fortunate to have had the chance to write a book. And so, you know, if that's something you want to support, you can do that. And like I say, if not, then that's fine. Right? I have very limited things that I support financially. Whether it's through Patreon buying, like I make extreme use of my library. I don't even buy many books. So I'm not going to fault anyone for not buying a book of mine. But I don't know. All of this to say, like, you know, as we're sitting in a new year, sorry, I should focus on the game. A droid needs help with repairs? Can't it just sprout extra arms for that kind of thing? I don't know. I skipped a lot of droid studies classes. Anyway, I'm not your guy. Okay, thanks for nothing. Worthless man. Unhelpful. Actually, you know what? You might be the man because you've got an aura of unhelpfulness. You're not the guy. This is not the guy you're looking for. Sorry if you're after repairs. I'm the last person you should be asking. They don't let me handle tools after that debacle with the canning astromechs. Like, they were like putting cans in cans, like canning, or like canning. Like, what exactly do we mean here? I don't know. You don't look like an unhelpful dude. He's that way. I know the guy you mean. Always playing around with his tools. Gross. Instead of actually working, he's usually hiding out in that bunker, juggling or taking a nap. Although, you can't blame him. Would that, most guys had multiple tools to play with. Most guys consider themselves lucky that they even have one they like to play with, right? It's a good day for them when they get to play with their one, with their singular tool. Some guys have all the luck of having multiple tools. Oh, look at him play with that tool. He is playing so hard with that tool.
What's that? A message from the boss. Oh boy, this won't be pretty. I'll spare your ears and read it to myself.
Are you capable of that?
Yep. Okay. Oh, that's a little bit personal. Well, if I did that, I definitely wouldn't be able to use it for repairs, would I?
Well,
the long and short is he ain't happy. I better get over there pronto and get to work. Thanks for all the heads up, pal.
yeah, he wants to play with your tools with you, okay? But being selfish. Did it undo? Yeah, it undid all of our progress. I don't know where the other ones are for this. We'll figure it out at some point. But yeah, anyway, like I say, it's just, I'm thinking about all that with, like, it's a new year. Thinking about the things that I accomplished last year. You know, accomplishing the videos, posting as many videos that I did, and as few followers and subscribers and viewers as I have, the fact is, my channel has grown. It has grown. I am getting more views and more comments than I usually get, which tells you what my starting point was. I am starting at ground zero. More views, like, it's like a video gets 20 views, and I'm like, hey, we got, like, double views this time, right? And I'm almost up to 100 subscribers. 100. That is almost 3 digits worth of subscribers. So, I mean, you know, stand aside, Markiplier, if you know what I mean. Someone else is coming for the throne of most prolific streamer out there, or I should say Let's Player out there. I don't stream. Whoops, wrong place. One goes here. Okay, so it's good to know that the one that I'm looking for is somewhere in here. Well, do you have anything to say about it? I'm in the middle of developing a type of engine that turns off kyber bricks, but I'm new here, and I don't know where they keep parts I need. Any chance you can have me look around the hangar? Okay, we'll see if that, like, activates and makes it easier to find any of them. Probably not. This. Oh, there we go. What's that thing that's, like, floating around there? I don't know what I picked up, but I got something useful, and I dropped like 1,000,000 frames doing it. That must have been a powerful tool. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and break everything. I feel like that's gonna be my best course of action to find what I'm looking for here. But yeah, like I've accomplished a lot in 2024, and I'm excited to expand upon that in 2025. I wanna keep going with it. Like it's all hobbies, and I do mean it genuinely every time I say I'm not in it to try and grow the number of viewers per se. But it's a fun metric, and it's cool to see that there are, you know, a very slowly but still increasing number of people who are interested in the stuff that I'm doing. It's, you know, like I say, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it, and I want to keep being proud of the things that I'm doing, and the things that I've done. And the best way to do that is to keep doing it, right? Just to keep trying. Practice makes perfect. One thing I think about a lot, and it's something that I've been thinking about this year. This year especially, as I'm trying a lot of new things in my life, you know, I think about it. I even thought about it a lot, like with all of the marathons that I've been running as of late in my life and everything like that. But something that I think about a lot is human adults in particular, but humans in general. We get to this point in life where we get too used to being good at things, right? Like as adults especially. You know, I'm as a man who in some ways can be considered an adult. In many more ways I'm still just a child. For better or for worse. Ah, I found it. I seen it. All right, here we go. But as someone who is gradually becoming, oh, I see. Oh, wait, hold on. I've got all of these in the wrong spot. Okay, hold on a second. So we need to drop this. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. That. Pick that one up. Put that one goes there. Boom, that's good. This one must go here. And then the other one goes over here. But yeah, so it's like a thing that I think about is how it's gonna explode. It's not gonna work. It's gonna explode, and then we're gonna get the kyber brick. Oh wow, I guess not. Oh, okay, yeah, they want us to come talk to him. Hi, lady. Woo, it worked. I'm the greatest mechanic in the galaxy. Yeah, you did this. Sorry, we are. You helped too. Thank you. A little appreciation. A little. I did the research and stuff. Is it going to explode now? There we go. There it goes. There it goes. Hooray. But yeah, so, and like I was saying, we as adults especially, we get so used to being good at things, right? Like, you spend a great portion of your life as just a kid, and you're bad at things, right? You're not actually particularly great at stuff. You spend, like, the first 20 years of your life at least being bad at things and having to learn, having to go to school, having to practice, having to learn, you know, and they tell you, find where your passion is, right? Find the thing that you're good at. But what we don't realize is we all kind of start off crappy at most things. Like you know, some of us are, you know, mercifully gifted. How are we doing with our, hold on, with our we got a few more things to find around here. You know, some of us are very, very fortunate to be gifted at some of the things that we do. But most of us, life is a struggle for the first, like, 20 years of our lives. Probably more, actually. Many of us struggle for a lot longer until we find stuff. But a lot of it is because we start with as a blank slate. It's not that we start off good at something. It's that we start off interested in things, right? Like, whoever we are, maybe it's the way we're raised. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it's just natural aptitudes for things, right? But many of us will start off. Okay, is this going to be one where there's a platform, or we just have to figure it out on our own? I think we just have to figure it out on our own. I'm going to set it down there. Yeah, that seems like a good place to set it up. And we don't start off good at something. We start off interested in something. And we take that interest and we use it as a motivator to keep doing that thing and getting better at that thing. Is what happens with most of us. And so we spend then, you know, a significant amount of time slowly getting better at whatever that one thing is. And then because we've spent so much time getting better at that one thing, we then get good at it. And once we reach adulthood and are good at something, no, lift the thing. What are you doing? There we go. Thank you. The problem with it is once we get good at something, that one thing, whatever it is, we then kind of get used to being good at that, especially because our society is structured in such a way that you find the thing that you're good at, and then everything is about that, right? It's like, for me, you know, to use myself as an example, I was interested in science, biology in particular, animals to be even more specific, but I was good at biology, and I was interested in that. And so then it's like, oh, well, you're interested in that, so you naturally, as a kid, spend more time on that, so you get better at, like, studying and understanding animals, right? Like, that was kind of how it started for me. I just loved animals, read books about animals, learned more about animals, and kind of got good at animal trivia, and because of that, people started being like, wow, you've got a real aptitude for science. And it's like, great. So then I pursued that. So, you know, I pursued that. Oh, that was it. All right, cool. And from there, you know, in school, I started doing more stuff, paying attention, doing better in science classes. Then it was like, oh, great, you're good at this stuff. You could have all of these career opportunities available to you. And so then I went to college for a biology program, and I got better at science. I got better at it. I got better at animal sciences and stuff like that. And then I went on to grad school, and I got even better at it. And then I, you know, got a career in the scientific fields, and I continue to get even better. And so because of that, I've spent, like, the most of my life being good at science, right? Because I started off interested in it. We have, like, store, theed, residence, secret stash. Is that it? Nope, not the password. I don't know if there are, hold on, Class D, Canto, White drop point, probably not that, but we can check and see. I don't even remember what planet I'm on. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. Do we have the? Oh, I'm Dakar. I'm on Dacker. I'm on Dacker here. We're over in Dacker. A mining complex or Theed residence, secret rebel stash. I mean, it could be the secret rebel stash, but I feel like we already used that one for something. Yeah. Okay, I just think we don't have the password for this yet. So we can't get that one. So we may have to come back. What's the, what do you have for me? Like the, oh, okay, you're just gonna tell me about. Okay, Yes, remind, yeah, so, oh, but if he's gonna give us like a quest, if it's gonna give us like a hint about it, or maybe it's not giving us a hint, maybe we're not tracking it. Okay, yeah, it's just gonna show us where the thing is. But yeah, so because we spend all this time getting good at something, right? We get used to being good at something. And it starts to feel weird for us to not be good at something. And in a lot of ways, yeah, let's do that. Check that one, see where it takes us here. And because we get so used to being good at things, we forget how to not be good at things. And so because of that, people limit themselves, right? They view something that they value. It might still be important to them, but they view it as too hard, too unobtainable. And so they don't try things. Or alternatively, they try something and then find themselves giving up or quitting probably far too soon because they're so used to being good at things that when they're not, they're like, oh, I didn't succeed within the first, couple months or whatever. This is too hard. I'm clearly not going to do it. But we don't think about that. Should have had a location, some treasure, hoping in systems map. Help yourself to it, and thanks for getting me to find it. Unlike all my clues, I won't forget it. Great. And so all that to say, like my channel is tiny. I do not have a big audience, and it would be very easy to get discouraged about that. It would be very easy for me to say, well, this clearly just isn't working out. Maybe I should just quit. And if I were in desperate need of money to pay the bills, that may be the exact situation, right? Like it may be exactly that. This isn't working out for me. I need to just, I need to move on and find something else. But the thing is without that pressure, I can sit here and recognize, like, no, it just takes time. I've been doing this for 1 year. I'm a very successful individual within the world of science. I've been doing science for, roughly 20 to 25 years, depending on where we first consider my science life and career as having started. Okay, so it's just the one that we can't do yet. So let's go ahead and travel to a different place here. Yeah, let's go out. Did we do Naboo? We already did Naboo, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Naboo space 100%. We go in here. Yeah, we've done all of those. Did we do Pasan? Yeah, okay, we clearly have done all of these if we're at 97%. So let's go to Tatooine. Let's finally go to Tatooine. There are so many things that start off in Tatooine. We're going to spend so much time in Tatooine. We got everything in space, so yeah, there's so much stuff to do around here. Let's just go to the Jundland Waste. Let's just start off there. But yeah, all this to say, like, I want to continue trying doing, my YouTube channel here. I want to continue trying to get better at writing because, like, no, I'm not going to be successful the first time I try it. I was not a successful scientist the first time as a kid I thought science was cool, right? The first time I, as a kid, did science, like, I can remember one of my earliest science experiments. It was putting pieces of pumpkin in different locations in my house to see which ones rotted best and which ones rotted fastest and which ones rotted slowest. Right, it's like the fridge versus the freezer versus a dark closet versus outside in the sun. Right, like I tried all these things and like I had no idea what was going to happen as an adult. Just like as a functional adult with a functioning brain, most people can be like, yeah, no, I have a general idea of how the different things are going to rot. Right, but as like a 5-year-old kid, I didn't know jack about any of that. I didn't know what was going to happen. And it was a pitiful science experiment. Would have never got a PhD off of that. Never. Not in today's day and age. Would have never gotten a master's degree off a master's thesis doing that, but I managed to get my master's degree because I got better over time. It just took 20 years. So it's like I should keep doing these things. Like, hopefully I'm just a functional adult enough that I can expedite it and not have to take 20 years to have a somewhat successful YouTube channel, but it's going to take more than a year, right? It doesn't matter what I do. Most people don't strike gold when they first try, and frankly, I don't want to strike gold because I won't learn you know, what works, what doesn't work, what I like, what I don't like about it, right? Like, I'm trying to find success about this, but it's all within the confines of me having fun. So I'm slowly learning where the crossover is, where the center of that Venn diagram is, and it's all part of the process. And so that's what excites me about a new year's. It's a new chance to continue sort of honing in the targets on that Venn diagram and figuring more about what I like doing, what is good, what works, all that kind of stuff. Because if it's not fun, I don't want to do it. But part of the fun is growing the channel. So it's all about finding a balance of all those things. So I don't know, take motivation from that, hopefully. Hopefully you can. Civilian, I've been tracking a pack of Tuscan Raiders for days now. It looks like they're camped up on the cliffside in the southern canyon. They've been stealing from folks traveling to the towns. If you spot their camp, make sure you show them what we think of thieves. Okay. Whatever that means. Alright, so yeah, I don't know. I didn't really expect to be waxing poetic about all of these types of things today, but you know, like I say, it's a new year, and a lot of it is that I've been, hey, get him, yes. In a lot of ways, I'm thinking about, you know, goals and success and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's on my mind. It's on my mind. I'm looking for a scoundrel to do a smuggling job for me. I guess that ain't you. Little elitist there, my friend. I got a bunch of supplies to take to the base in the Alvin 4. The Empire have been watching my ship like a hawk. I leave, they'll be on me like a Gamorrean on a Womp Rat burger. What I'm thinking is, I'll take my ship out to divert their attention while you take the cargo to the base. I can handle a few Empire ships. I can't do both. You in? Yeah, let's do it. Alright. We'll load up the cargo up to your ship and make a start on the diversion. Don't get your guard down. Some of our Empire friends might not fall for our trick. None of them are going to fall for it. I'm going to have to fight a bunch of guys. Biggs trouble. Ha! Because he's Biggs. His name's Biggs. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and we'll probably call it a session after that. I don't imagine this is going to take more than a minute or two, so go ahead and do it. Watch it end up taking 10 minutes. Just you wait. Just you wait. If it does, then bonus long episode. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood because it's the first of the year, and it's looking bright for me. Well, not the first of the year. First recording session of the year, I should say. I am recording this on the 2nd of the year, and you're watching it on the 3rd of the year. Well, you might be watching it even past that. I don't know. I'm posting it on the 3rd of the year. You're watching it whenever is most convenient for you. Yes, I understand. There's a warning. Am I going to actually play the game? Thank you. Good lord. Ah, my gosh. I always forget about the sound effects. Oh my gosh. The sound effects are so good in the ships. Oh, it's so good. This game is hilarious. Where is he? Where's that arrow leading us? Got him. Zone cleared. Zone cleared. Should have gone full arcade sound effects with it. That would have been great. Warning. Okay. This is gonna... I'm sorry. This mission is apparently going to be spent mostly in loading screens. I apologize. That was not my... I never meant for this to happen. Oh, boy. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Sorry, while I was loading, I checked my text messages. I had a text message from my leasing office for my apartment, and I had to see what it was, make sure it wasn't anything important. But it is something important. They have poinsettias available on a first-come, first-served basis. They're probably trying to clear out their holiday decorations now that we're past New Year's. And they have a whole bunch of poinsettias there by the sounds of it. First-come, first-served basis. I'm definitely going to go grab some, and that is not a joke. Because I don't know if I've talked about this, but I am a houseplant fiend, and poinsettias are some of my favorites. It is one of my greatest regrets in life that poinsettias are only ever available to people to buy from greenhouses or grocery stores alike. They're only ever available during Christmas time, and I think that is lame because poinsettias are such pretty plants. They're so pretty. I think they're such elegant looking plants. I presently have Three living ones, a fourth one that is maybe technically alive. I'm trying to rescue it. It had some root rot, and I'm trying to rescue it because it was a really cool one. It was an autumnal colored one, so it was like an orange color. It was so cool. It was so pretty. Normally you see red and white, and then recently like pink magenta ones and spotted red and white ones have been getting big. I've also seen some places that'll make them blue, because blue is kind of a popular Christmas decoration motif. And so they'll take the white plants and they'll put like the plant dye in the soil with the water, so you can end up with a blue one. Those are kind of big, but like the autumnal one was super cool because I'm pretty sure it wasn't dyed. It was just a natural color, kind of like this peach orange color. It was so cool. But it had root rot, and so it did not. It dropped its leaves and it's been struggling. The stems still are green and supple, so I'm hoping that I can revive it, but I don't know how much damage the roots had, and if the roots are too far gone, there might not be anything I can do for it. So we're trying. But the moral of the story is I like poinsettias. I've got 3, maybe 4 if I do end up saving that one. And I would love to add more, especially if they're free. Anything free is great. I am a proud freeloader. Proud of it. And the best part of it is my partner, she is out of the house for a couple days because she's babysitting for some friends that have small kids. They needed a babysitter. She's on break because she's a teacher, so she's on break right now. So she's going and babysitting them, which means I'm flying solo. I'm Han Solo for a couple of days, which means she can't tell me that it's dumb and I shouldn't get more poinsettias. So I'm gonna go rescue a few of them today. That's gonna happen maybe immediately as soon as I finish recording this episode, which is likely just about exactly now. Oh boy. It's good times. Good times, man. But yeah, that's what's going on in my life. That's the exciting part of my life. We done? Okay, yeah, talk.
You heard with the supplies? What happened to Biggs?
Anybody? Oh wait, this is a different guy. Oh, big. No, it is.
Anybody there? I'm in a bad way. There's too many of them. I'll take the supplies. You get over there and help Biggs quickly. What? I do dangerous stuff almost every day. Today is my safe day.
So I'm not done yet? Ugh. Okay, are you good, the guys that I'm assuming you guys are the ones that I have to go after here. I'm just gonna keep shooting in the general area of all of you guys. Yeah, well, lucky you guys, you get a nice long episode because loading screens added a lot of time to this one. How am I only at like 2? Are these not the ones I need to be destroying right now? What is happening? Okay, these things that are shooting at me from behind. What do I need to do for this? Why is this not? Those aren't counting. Okay. Is that? Oh, maybe this is. It's because I need to go over here, I bet. All right. I'm coming. And we're not doing the stud comet right now. Mom's a real stud comet. She's coming after them studs. Got him. Anyway, I'm already kind of like at a point where I'm like, okay, this mission's kind of overstayed its welcome. Let's finish this one off. Missions like this one that keep getting dragged on that are why we've been playing this game for over a year. We've been playing this game for so long. This is episode 96. There's so many. I'm pretty sure no one else is watching anymore. I'm pretty sure I have spent so long playing this that no one is watching because nobody cares. Except for me because I'm a completionist and I can't leave well enough alone. Get back here, Biggs.
Appreciate the assist. Don't think they'll appreciate being outsmarted. They actually put up a decent fight for a change. Rebellion could always use a brave member like you. Plus, we make a pretty good team. Let's thwart the Empire again sometime.
Okay, bye, Biggs. Bye, Biggs. Bye, Biggs. Alright, I'm just going to travel us back here while I say all of the things that are to say, which is to say thank you so much for joining me. I love and appreciate all of you. I don't know, words of advice, man. Like, don't, like, I guess kind of where the final thing of all the stuff I was talking about with, like, my goals and my achievements and stuff like that is, like, don't be afraid for something to take a long time to find success, right? Like, we want to find success quickly if we're going to try something. And they always say, you know, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why there's such a dichotomy where people say, like, chase your dreams, you can find success, and people who become jaded and are like, no, not all of us can succeed at what do we think. I think a lot of the disconnect between those two mindsets comes from the time being willing to spend on that, right? Like, if you feel like I don't have time to write a book, it can take as long as it needs to, right? Like writing a book can take, some people spend a decade working on a single book, right? Like it's about the time it takes, and it takes time to have success in something, right? So don't be afraid to chase it, and adjust your mentality of success, right? Successfully writing a book doesn't mean, being an author doesn't mean like, oh, I'm as big as James Patterson or whatever, right? Like that doesn't, you don't have to have that be your goal for success. Success is, the way I see it is, success is anything that isn't failure, and failure is only giving up on success. That seems like a really roundabout thing, but as far as I'm concerned, as long as you are still chasing a dream, you are still capable of and obtaining success with it. So just like keep that in mind as you're chasing goals, and recognize that, yeah, it can be hard, it can take time, but as long as you're still trying, you haven't failed yet. And if your sense of success is simply finding joy and chasing the things that you love, then you can be successful every single day, regardless of to what degree. So just try and think of those things. Try and keep those things in mind as we're starting off the new year. Like whether it's fitness, whether it's career, whether it's relationships, whatever it is, right? Recognize that a lack of success today doesn't mean you're a failure, nor does it mean you can never have success. Right? Keep at it, keep working at it, find and adjust your targets as necessary, so that you can continue to find success every day, just through sheer effort and enjoyment of your life. So, I don't know, there you go. Anyway, genuinely, love you, bye.